Good afternoon, everyone, or should I say Merry Christmas. This show will be airing the night before Christmas on Wednesday, December 24th, although we are doing it a little early because the TV station is going to be closed on December 24th and the 31st for the holidays, obviously. But as a great topic time host that I am, I want to make sure that we have great shows so you guys won't feel deprived over the holidays with no topic time to fill your thrill. So today I have a really awesome guest, and as you can see, she is very talented, a businesswoman from the Dominican Republic, and she creates jewelry, and she has a lot of people that are creating it with her and for her, and we're going to talk to her today and learn about a lot of her projects, her past and what she's done, and take a look at this awesome collection of jewelry that she and her people have made. So this is Esmeralda Lambert. How you doing today, Esmeralda? Thanks for coming in.
Thank you very much, Harrison, for inviting me. As you mentioned, I'm a jewelry designer originally from the Dominican Republic, and I work with women artisans in my home country. So the whole purpose of my company is to be able to create jobs for women back in my island. And so far I have 6 women working from home so they can take care of their kids, and by doing my jewelry is how they support their families.
That's awesome. Now, how do you arrange to pay them? If they, I mean, do you wire them the money? Is that it?
Oh, actually, since I'm original from Dominican Republic, all my family's there. So my
you can handle it.
Yes,
oh,
my right hand in the business is my mom.
Okay.
She lives in Dominican Republic, and she personally visits all the artisans in their home. So, and I travel to Dominican Republic every 2.5 months to work with the artisans. So it's definitely not a problem.
Well, that's great. I'm sure
we have a personal relationship with each one of the artisans.
Each one of the people. Okay. Now, how long have you been doing this business for? How long have you had the business for?
I started the business we founded the company in February 2013.
Okay, so not that long.
Not that long
years.
ago.
Not quite.
I actually moved to the U.S. in 2010.
Wow.
I came to do my MBA.
Okay.
I went to Babson College
That's
in Wellesley.
Yeah.
As you know, Babson focused on entrepreneurship.
Right.
So I knew I wanted to start my own business when I went to Babson to do my MBA. So, but while I was in school, I had no idea in what type of business I was going to go in.
Interesting. Okay.
Actually, originally, I was supposed to, after graduation, I was supposed to go back to the Dominican Republic.
Okay.
And start my business there. But, you know, life
has funny turns.
Exactly. And during my MBA, I met who is now my husband.
Yep.
So I got engaged after graduation. I got married in 2012.
Great.
And then, you know, I was living in the U.S. and I said, you know, what I'm going to do is I'm going to start a company where I can do something for my island.
There you go.
So I'm going to start something where I can bring jobs back to the Dominican Republic.
Awesome.
So that's how the whole company started, looking for something that could be where I could train other people to do it. Jewelry was a perfect fit because all the artisans can, it takes about 3 months to train them, but after they learn the skill, they have it forever.
Right.
And they're able to do this in their own time. They can take care of their families, they can take care of their kids. If they want to, you know, they work in their own schedule. So it works out very well.
It does. Now, I got to ask you, how did you, I mean, it's one thing to learn a business trade. I mean, to learn how to you know, motivate yourself toward, you know, and channel your life to business, but it's totally another thing to learn how to create such beautiful jewelry. Now, how did you do that? And where did you learn that?
Well, actually, all of our designs are a collaboration from the 6 artisans and I. So I give the guidelines on the the colors we're going to use, the combinations, the styles that we're going to do.
Okay.
But each of the artisans, you know, creates and think, and they show me different designs. I work with them and we make changes. So that's why we have a very rich collection every season. We're able to come up with very different designs because it's a team of 7 people.
Wow.
That, you know, just creating all this.
Well, do you think you're ever going to add on to more? They had more people, or 7 enough? I mean, obviously there's still a lot of people in the Dominican Republic that might be able to fill. They might be able to be as creative as those other 6.
Yeah, exactly. That's why we want to, that's why programs like this one that give us the opportunity to tell our story is so important to us.
Okay.
Because in order for us to be able to get more women on board, we need to be able to increase our sales.
Right.
Right now we have over 25 boutiques, high-end boutiques selling our jewelry in Massachusetts, New Hampshire, and Rhode Island.
Okay.
We also have an online store, which is esmeraldalambert.com. But if we want to get more women on board, we need to increase our sales. So right now we're working on bringing more boutiques, getting more boutiques to sell our jewelries, and hopefully as we increase our demand, we're also going to be able to increase our production and therefore be able to get more women.
Oh, and speaking of your website, like I told you when you came in today, I have a story to tell you that I think you're going to be very happy to hear. But I wanted to wait to disclose it on TV because I think that the people watching the show are going to be interested as well. Last night, before I went to bed, I visited with my parents, and I told them about you and about that I was going to have you in here today and have you interview you. And I told them that you were a jeweler and that you had an online website. Well, my mother, she goes right to the computer, and she orders about $100 worth of earrings. So if you got an order last night at about 7:30, that was her.
That's great.
Isn't
I'm
it?
so happy.
Yeah. So
people like that is the ones that are helping us create this ripple effect.
tell me about it. You'll get a ripple from that, I guarantee you.
Yes, I'm so happy to know that. So
Yeah.
hopefully her jewelry is gonna be shipped on Monday.
Yeah, probably. Yeah, and she's very happy that she's saving on the shipping charge too.
Yes,
I wouldn't think it was
free
that.
shipping.
I don't know how much it is, but I mean, I'll be honest with you. I'm not a jewelry guy myself, but only because, I mean, I don't know. I think you gotta feel you're already beautiful in order to add decor to yourself. And I think I'm okay, but not. I mean, I don't know if I'm worthy. And I'm not a jewelry guy. I'm not a tattoo guy, but I know a lot of people. I did have a mood ring once that my cousin gave me years ago. But all right, let's talk about what life was like growing up in the DR. And then as we work our way toward the present, you're going to talk about all these lovely artifacts that you brought today.
Oh yeah, of course. So I grew up in the Dominican Republic in a lovely family. We're a large family. We're 5 kids.
It's always warm there, isn't it?
It's warm. It's summer all the time.
Great.
So it was a very it's
there.
a transition for me to be able to switch from a tropical island to New England, where you have all the you have 4 seasons, but I would say it's 2. It's like spring and winter. At least that's how I feel it.
Yeah, it must be for you, because compared to the rest, because even the falls must feel like freezing compared to the way it is in the DR.
Yeah, definitely.
Right.
So in Dominican Republic, I actually grew up in a family business.
Okay.
My parents own retail stores
What do
in
they
the
sell?
Dominican Republic. Is bicycles.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, bicycle parts.
Yeah.
So they represent some U.S.
You
brands.
don't
for
mean
the
motorcycles. You mean regular bicycles.
Yeah,
okay,
like
cool.
for sports.
Sports, right.
Yeah, so they own 5 bicycle stores, and they
Okay.
also have a warehouse for wholesale.
Right.
And they're very hardworking people, so I learned from them
Right.
what is to manage and to run your own business and how much time you have to put into it.
Right.
Since I was very little, I had to go to my parents' business during the summer to work, during the Christmas time,
Right.
to help them with sales, with whatever. Sometimes, I was probably about 9 years old, and they had me in the door of their store checking that everybody that would leave with merchandise, I had to confirm that the invoice, what they had in the invoice was
Wow.
what they had in their bags. So it taught me a lot, I think.
Did they have aside from selling bikes, did they repair them too?
Yeah, they also
that's
have
great.
they have 5 technicians.
Oh, really?
For
Wow.
bike repairs. It's a really good business. I learned
I'm sure
a lot.
it is. Yeah, there's plenty of people. Since it's warm all the time, it's always biking weather there.
Yeah, definitely.
Right,
It's really good. Sometimes I may say in the summer it might be too hot, I would say.
Yeah, probably.
For many people, but
Right.
for us, since we
But you
live
got the
there
sea breeze
for
all the time too. You're always you're on the ocean.
Yes.
Right, so you
yeah,
got
we have the
right.
breeze. So we're used to it, and we enjoy it.
Of course.
I enjoy it a lot, and I loved being able to work with my parents and learn from them. And that gave me the opportunity when I graduated from high school to be able to do my undergrad and work at the same time.
Okay.
So while I was in undergrad and I was learning accounting, I was actually doing accounting in my parents' business.
Wow.
So it was great to apply what I was learning in the theory,
Right.
to apply it in real life.
Of course.
So I think that helped me a lot.
So you're good with numbers, I guess, if you learned accounting, especially if you carried it on to Babson.
Yes, I'm good with numbers, and I also learn a lot about product placement, about
Right.
marketing. Because when you are in a family business, you have to wear many hats.
Exactly.
So you have to know accounting, you
Yeah.
have to know marketing, you have to know
Inventory.
about purchasing, inventory.
Yeah.
It's a big part of retail.
Of course.
So human resources.
Right.
You have to learn a lot of things, and you have to work harder than anybody else because it's your own business.
It's true. Do your parents have a lot of people working for them, or I mean, I'm saying, I mean, in order, because the fewer people you have working for you, the less over. I mean, the more money you can, the more you can share the profits with yourselves.
Well, they probably have about 60 people on their payroll.
Really? Wow, it must be a
yeah.
pretty big store.
I mean, it's 5 stores.
Oh,
not a
5
warehouse.
stores. I
Yeah,
didn't
it's
realize
5
you had more.
stores.
Okay, so it's a
So they
chain.
usually have, it's a small chain, I would say. But, it's not all about profit.
Right.
When you have a business for a long time, you really care about your employees. Some of our employees have been with us, like our accountant has been with us for 24 years.
I thought you were the accountant.
Oh, no, I was not. Our CPA, we need to have a CPA.
Oh, okay.
I helped with accounting for a while. I learned a lot, but at the end, before I went to Babson, I was actually running all the operations. I was
What's the tax situation?
basically the COO.
Do you guys have an income tax in the DI?
Yeah, actually, we have very high taxes. in
Very
the
high
Dominican
taxes.
Republic.
I wouldn't have thought so, but I guess that's
Yes.
interesting. Huh?
Yes, our sales tax is 18%
Wow.
in Dominican
That
Republic.
is expensive.
It's very
It's
high.
only about
sales
6%
tax.
here, I think.
I know, it's great here.
Wow.
I'm actually very happy with the tax. Even though people, in Massachusetts, people complain a lot that there's a lot of taxes.
That's why we
in
have a tax-free
Massachusetts.
holiday every year. I don't know if you know they do that in the
I
summer.
wish we had that in Dominican, but you
don't
always
have- yeah.
pay taxes.
Okay.
Yes.
Well, speaking of that, how did you end up coming to why did you decide to come to the U.S. to go to college instead of, I mean, is that what how did you find
Well,
yourself at Babson?
In Dominican Republic, I think right now the majority of the young people, we're all trying to further our education.
Right.
A lot of people are going overseas.
Yep.
The government is providing a lot of scholarships to go overseas.
That's awesome.
Many people choose, for example, Spain
Yeah.
because it's the same language.
Right.
And, but I knew I had traveled a lot to the U.S. because
Right.
of business.
Yep.
Because of my parents' company, I always had to travel to the U.S. And I really liked the culture. I liked the people.
Cool.
And I knew the U.S. had some of the best business schools in the world.
Yeah, that's true.
So, and because I knew I wanted to do entrepreneurship, so I researched which are the best entrepreneurial schools.
Right.
And the number 1 in the world is Babson College. And
Is that
it's in
right? I didn't
Massachusetts.
know that. The number 1 in the whole world is
The number 1 school in the whole world
for
is
re- for-
Babson College for entrepreneurship.
Entrepreneurship. Wow.
So I applied. Only 1 Dominican got into the program. That was me.
That was you.
Yeah.
Oh,
So I
that's great.
was very excited. I was very happy.
Was it a 4-year school or 2?
It's an MBA, so usually MBAs are 2 years,
It's 2
but
years.
I did the 1-year program. So they packaged the whole 2 years in 1 year, but
Okay.
only people that have studied business as an undergrad
Right.
or economics or marketing or finance are
Yeah.
the ones that can do the 1-year program because all the prerequisites.
Yeah, prerequisite.
Yes, we have already taken it in undergrad.
Yeah.
So we're able to do the MBA. So basically, the first year of the MBA, they package it in about 3.5 months.
Wow.
So that's why you need to know already everything
Not a lot of-
because
of
it's
course.
basically only a review. So it's very fast paced.
Right.
You have to be. It's 24/7. I
Right.
studied all day. I read a lot, and it's tough for us people that are coming from a different language.
Yeah, that's the other thing. How did you learn English? I mean,
I studied for years,
You
many
studied
years.
in the DR?
In Dominican
Are your
Republic.
parents bilingual too?
No, they're not.
They're not. Wow.
So that's why I travel with my father a lot because he needed me to translate
Wow, that's awesome.
in business trips. Yes, so I was the translator. So that helped me too
Sure,
a lot
it did.
because he put me on the spot. I remember once in Dominican Republic we had a visitor. It was the president of the UCI, which is the organization that runs cycling in the world.
Wow.
It was the
Like the
first
Tour de
time.
France?
Yes, but he's the president. He's the head. It's like I don't know how to explain it, but he's the president of all of cycling, basically,
Right,
of
the
the
committee.
cycling
All the world's-
organization
all
for the whole world.
sports cycling.
So it was a very important person.
Wow.
And it was the first time ever that
Yeah.
somebody in that position was going to Dominican.
Wow.
But he only spoke English and French.
Okay.
So my father told me like, hey, Pat McQuaid was his name. He's coming to Dominican. I want you to join me so you can translate. We pick him up.
Okay.
And then my father takes me and there's like tons of cameras. There's a big
Wow.
stage, and he tells me, okay, you're translating the press conference. And I'm like, what?
Oh my goodness.
So
Well, wait a minute. You said he only spoke French.
he only spoke English and French.
But what do you speak? What about Spanish?
Spanish and English.
But how
So
can
I
you, but how can you
translated
translate from French though?
No. He spoke English too.
Oh, I see. Oh,
So I translated from English
oh,
to
he's for your
Spanish.
parent, for your father. I understand.
My father only speaks
Speak
Spanish.
Spanish, right? I get you.
So,
Okay.
you know, experiences like that
Right.
are the ones that,
That's huge. It must have been on the TV down there, on TV in the Dominican
yeah,
Republic.
yeah, all the press was there.
Wow.
So, you know, that's why you just gotta, you know, God gives you opportunities, and you just have
gotta
to
pounce on them.
You know, I did it, and I did it fine. I did a good job. Of
sure
course,
you
I was
did.
afraid the first like couple of minutes, but then you know it's normal. I just
Must have felt
forget
great
about
though.
the
You were
cameras
excited.
and just
Yeah.
translate.
What an exciting thing to be able to do.
Yes, it is exciting, but it's nerve-wracking
You can work
too.
for the UN too, you know.
Oh.
In your part-time, if you have any time free for this.
Well, I think the business, you know, occupies all my
Sure it does.
time
That's
right
awesome though.
now. Yes.
Okay, well, why don't we talk a little about some of the jewelry you got here?
Sure.
And then I'll interrupt you if I mean not interrupt you, but I'll interject if I think there's something I want to ask. If I have any questions about any of the parts, so just you start talking and I'll
Yeah,
you know,
this is part of our fall-winter collection
Follow it up,
of this
yep.
year. Everything is hand-woven.
Okay.
So all of our pieces are very lightweight. What
All right,
this
I have a
means-
question already. When you say hand woven, now is this totally non-assembly line jewelry, right?
No.
Okay, so everything. So how
So
does one-
basically, how it works
Yeah.
is that the artisan takes a needle and
Okay,
a thread,
yeah.
wire,
Almost like sewing.
almost like sewing.
Right.
So for example, each piece is taken one by one. Each bead is
Right.
crystal.
Yep.
Is one. So it takes a long time.
Sure it
takes
does.
a lot of patience.
Yep.
But they do a really good job. The finished product is amazing.
Yep.
And because it doesn't have any metal in it, it's very light.
Okay.
So a piece like this.
So there's no metal
for
here.
example,
None of this is metal.
No, nothing
okay,
is
like
metal.
that necklace of yours.
The
is-
only metal that we would have is in the earrings, the stud or
Okay.
the hook would be, you know, everything is in sterling silver
Right.
and gold field. And we mainly use Swarovski crystals. That's why they're very sparkly.
Right.
We also use some semi-precious stones. For example, for the summer, we use Larimar, which is a stone originally from the Dominican Republic.
Okay.
We also use amber. We use other semi-precious stones like jade, coral, turquoise. So depending on the season, we're gonna change, you know, the different semi-precious stones we're gonna use.
Right.
But we mainly use Swarovski and Czech crystals.
Okay. So how is that? So do you have the people that actually mine the stuff before you to break it, then bring it to the jewelry companies like yours? You know, mine it. You know, like rocks.
Oh no, we buy all the raw materials from wholesalers in the Dominican Republic. So
Okay.
it's already finished.
Well, how do they get? How do they make it though? What's their step?
Usually, there are different countries that make this. For example, Thailand is one of the big
Okay.
makers of crystals. Czech Republic too is one of the big. You
Okay.
know.
It's
But
probably more common
it's
around
imported from other countries. Dominican Republic doesn't produce crystals,
Does
so
it?
we can't source them from Dominican. The only stones we can source from Dominican is amber
Okay.
and is Larimar.
How about from Mexico? I see there's a lot of pretty stone in Mexico from the Nat Geo pics I've seen.
Yes, there are. But as you know, we're a small company.
Right.
So right now we can only we're not able to source from other countries. So we have to, because of our the scale that we have of our production, we are we only limit ourselves to certain semi-precious stones and
Okay.
certain crystals.
Okay.
And are the ones that we think can give a really good finished product.
Wow,
And
okay.
that we're able to source at a good price so that we can offer the jewelry, you know, at the best prices possible for the consumers.
I know may sound like a silly question, but do you actually have like a sorter? In other words, someone who takes raw materials and says this is good, this is not, and then decides what they're going to use. Like you know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Does somebody
each
have to have an
art-
eye for that?
Actually, each artisan does that.
That's what I thought.
Yeah,
Okay.
each of them do that, and then my mom is my quality control. So she's the one that goes to the artisans and makes sure all the pieces are perfect.
Okay.
They usually are. They're really, really, they're great. They
Oh,
do
yeah,
their
yeah.
job. But it's a team effort. You know, my mom is my boots on the ground in the Dominican Republic. My brother is the one that does our website.
Okay.
My husband, he has a full-time job here in Massachusetts.
What does
but
he do?
He's director of marketing analytics for a
Okay, so it's kind of
consulting
like
firm.
similar to what you're doing too.
Well, he works in corporate America because, as you know, a startup needs a lot of funding. So we need somebody in the house to be able to pay all our bills.
You guys set each other
But-
off very well with your, with his marketing and your
Yes.
skills of entrepreneurship. It's pretty
Yes.
awesome, I bet.
Yeah, but he's able to bring all his experience for the marketing analytics because he does marketing analytics for big companies
Okay.
in the U.S. So he has a lot of experience, and his coworkers have amazing experience in retail, and they're able to give me, really good advice.
That's awesome.
So that helps. But when we were in Babson and we graduated, we both decided
Was
that
he,
one
was
of
he a
us
student
could
as well
do-
when you met him? Was he another? Was he?
He was. We met at business school, so
Right,
we
but he
were
was a
both
st-
doing the MBA.
You were both students.
Yeah, we were
Okay,
both students. He was
gotcha.
actually doing his second master's.
Okay.
But we both decided that one of us could do go the entrepreneurial route, and the other one would go and get a full-time job. Because
Okay.
when you're starting a company, it's very important that in your home you're stable. Because
Right.
the startups, there's a lot of craziness that goes around it. There's a lot of money that you need to invest.
Right.
So if you have peace of mind in your home,
Yep.
it's going to be so much easier and so much better. I mean, it's going to be a tough road, but you're not going to have to worry am I going to make rent because my
Right.
startup hasn't taken off,
Okay.
or I didn't get investors or whatever.
Because each of you has supplemental income.
Yes,
Okay.
that's correct.
Okay. Wow.
And also a business like this, any business, takes investment. So
Oh yeah. You gotta spend
right
money to
now,
make money.
my husband and I and my parents are the investors in this venture because we want to try to grow this
And now my
company
mother, too.
ourselves. Yes, and of course, all of our customers, they're
Right.
the ones that are helping us keep this, grow this company.
Well, it's very well. Now you just say your husband set up your website, right?
My brother,
Your brother
was the
did
one
it.
that
Now
set up
he's artistic. It's very nice. Did he go to school for like graphic arts?
He did take some classes, but he lives in the Dominican Republic.
Okay.
He works full-time for my parents.
Oh, at the bike
But he
store.
does have
Yeah.
a web hosting company
Okay.
in the Dominican Republic. So, when I decided I wanted to start my business, the first thing I thought is, who can help me?
Right.
Who in my network can I get on board so that they can help me, get this off the ground?
Right.
So the first person I thought was, of course, my mom,
Right.
besides my husband. And then the second person was my brother, because he knows a lot about technology.
Yep.
And I knew he could build a very nice website. And then he could give me all the support that I needed. And he was on board right away.
Wow, that's great. But he's still in the DR right now.
He lives in the Dominican Republic.
Right, okay.
I'm actually going to December 30, my husband and I, because we're doing the photo shoot for a spring summer 2000.
Okay. Talk about the photo shoot. Was that like you're showing? Now, when you do a photo shoot, you're a pretty lady. Do you wear the jewelry, or do you just put it on someone else?
No,
or
we
both?
actually, I don't wear the jewelry for the photo shoot.
Well, you
I
in the
have
photo
my-
shoot? You're in it, right? Oh, you're in
yeah,
the,
but
you're in
I'm
the
running.
website.
I'm running
Okay.
the photo
You're
shoot.
running it, okay.
So, but we get a model, a professional model,
right.
and then we get my sister is one of my models.
Oh,
She's
cool.
19 years old.
Wow.
And she has been my model since day one.
Good for her.
Now we're in our 4th or 5th collection, and she has been my model. So I tell her she's my official Esmeralda Lambert. She's the face
I have a
of
question.
Esmeralda Lambert.
I don't think I saw her on the website photo, did I?
Yeah, she's there. She's in the website.
She is? Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, is she the blonde one?
No, that's not my sister.
I
That's the
know,
model.
wait a minute. I think I know who it is. She's got dark hair.
Yes,
Very
that's my sister.
Oh, she's beautiful.
Thank you.
Oh my goodness.
Yes,
Wow.
she's very beautiful,
She
and
is.
she's very kind.
Yeah,
because
yeah.
even though she's very busy,
Now,
she
does she
always
live in
takes
the?
the
Does she
time
live in the
to help
DR
me.
too?
She lives in the Dominican
Does
Republic. All
she?
my family lives.
Yeah,
in the
okay.
Dominican
You're the
Republic.
only, except you.
I'm
Right.
the
Okay.
I'm
Right.
the only one that lives here.
Okay.
So so what we do is in January and
Yeah.
in August, we go in the summer actually. We go to the Dominican Republic to do the photo shoot. So
Right.
we do a spring, summer, and we do fall, winter. So I hire a professional model. I get my sister. I hire a stylist.
Okay.
I hire a hair and makeup. A professional photographer.
Right.
And we do the photo shoot 2 days, taking tons of
Every
gorgeous
year.
pictures.
Oh, you probably compete. You're probably as good as the Sports Illustrated swimsuit any day.
Well, we're not in, they are not in swimsuits at all, but we try,
Well, they don't. Or
gorgeous women, and our juries, enhance their beauty.
they don't wear
so.
swimsuits. Well, you're trying to
no.
you're modeling the jewelry more than the women, though. That's kind of, you want people to focus on the jewelry.
That's correct.
Right? So
That's
you don't. So basically, so because of that, you don't have them in bikinis. You have them
No,
in.
no.
You have
It's
them in
not-
more
it's not a
modest,
swimsuit
more
company.
modest bathing suits, if the swimming, or even just dresses, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, yeah, it's mainly shirts and dresses.
Yeah.
And something that I think we put them on the clothes that we think the women that would buy our jewelry would wear.
Right.
Because you want to make sure to see the model and imagine you yourself, wearing that piece of wearing that necklace.
Right.
And maybe you're not gonna wear it with a bikini. Wow.
Well, most people, I wouldn't think would wear it. Right. Most people wouldn't wear jewelry with a bikini anyway, would they?
Well,
Except
I mean,
unless,
every people has
unless
their
it's a
different
body
taste.
piercing or something, like
Yes.
earrings maybe, but not a necklace.
Yeah.
Because if you wear a necklace and you go swimming, you could lose it in the water. You could shark
Or
could
you
bite
can
it
get,
off.
a nice tan with a necklace.
Yeah,
you
you don't want a necklace lying on your team. Right. As
That's
pretty as
correct.
the necklace is, you don't want it to be a mark on your skin afterwards. Right. No,
That's
that makes
correct.
sense. But all right. Well, when it comes to selling the jewelry like online, do you present like other incentives like obviously people buy jewelry? Do you sell rings at all? I don't see any rings.
Right now we're selling bracelets, necklaces, earrings.
But you know what I'm getting at?
studs.
I'm
but
thinking,
we're not selling rings.
okay.
And the
Because I'm
reason
thinking of marriages, marriage proposals. Wouldn't it be great to be able to sell rings to people that say that 100 years, or not 100 years now, but it's 60 years from now, they say, we got our jewelry from Esmeralda Lambert, and we still look at us, we're still together. There must have been a good luck charm in that ring that we put on our fingers all those years ago.
as the company evolves, we might be able to introduce different lines and maybe rings. But right now we're focusing and we're doing very well with the necklaces,
okay. I'm sure.
earrings, and bracelets. Earrings, also for us right now, earrings is not a good fit because you need to be able to carry in it has sizes.
Okay.
So we would have, for one design, I would have to have it in many different sizes, which will increase my stock, my inventory, my stock in the inventory.
So it's going to be more costly then.
So right now it's costly and we can't.
Right.
We are trying to focus on the things
You
that
have
we're
to do
doing
everything
very
that's
well.
cost effective. I understand.
That's correct.
Right,
But as time passes and as we learn
Right.
and as we evolve as a
Grow, yeah.
company, we are able to introduce. We started only with earrings. So 2013, when
That's
we
when
did
you
our
s-
photo shoot in March.
Right.
Actually, our first photo shoot was in March 2013. It was only earrings. Right now, we're doing pendants, necklaces, bracelets,
Wow.
big necklaces, very simple studs. There's tons of different designs that we have now that we didn't, a year and a half ago.
That's awesome.
So we have grown. We have grown, and as the time passes, we will
Yeah, of
continue
course.
to grow.
Of course. Well, yeah, because when you offer jewelry, see, I don't know, I guess jewelry sells itself by and large, because a lot of people, millions of people wear jewelry, male and female. Do you find that do you think you have what do you say the ratio of female to male customers are? Or, is it even, or do you think there are way more females that buy jewelry? I'm just curious.
Well, definitely we do have some male customers, but
Oh, I'm
I
sure you
would
do.
say 98% of our
is women.
customers are women.
Okay.
We do get a lot of, let's say, husbands or boyfriends
To buy
that
stuff for their girlfriends.
their girlfriend or the
their
wife
wives,
tells
right.
them, like, just go to esmeraldalambert.com and get me anything from there, because
That's
they love
awesome. Yeah.
the whole
Yeah,
collection.
yeah.
So, and sometimes they tell them the specific items they want, or sometimes the husband would email us or call us,
Right.
and we can.
By the way, you were when I
offer.
called you this morning, you were very easy to reach, and that's very important.
Yes, that's
As
true.
long as you make sure that you say the hours you'll be available,
Yes.
but you gotta
In the website, you can find
Yeah,
the
you can find the
hours.
phone number. It's great.
And
the
people
email.
can also, if we don't answer the phone right away, you can leave us a message,
Right, yeah.
and we will get back to you within 24 hours. But also, it's so easy to send us an email, and you can even send us a picture of the dress you're gonna wear. Let's say for New Year's Eve, if you have something special and you need, you want some jewelry for it, you can send us the dress, and we can help you style.
Okay,
We tell you
that's
like
awesome.
these are the options that we would recommend with your dress, and that has worked very well for us.
That's all. Have you ever done anything for like weddings or
Yeah.
so basically? So when you
We do have a bridal collection.
you have a bridal collection. So when you're asked to do that, you go visit the people in their homes or whatever, and is that what you do? Because then, or do you, I mean, how do you how do you create something specific for somebody unless you visit them? Or
Yes, it depends. If it's
Okay.
somebody that
Or
is
if they go to-
local,
they go to
we
your
can
shop,
meet.
right?
If it's somebody local, we can meet.
Right.
But if it's somebody that is, let's say, in another town or in another, in another city,
Right.
another state, what has worked for us is they send us a picture of the dress.
Okay.
The bride contacts us. They send us a picture of the dress. They tell us more or less what they're looking for.
Right.
Because we can either create something specifically for
Right.
her from scratch, or we can, or the bride can choose from our, for example, earrings. We have about 400 designs of earrings.
Wow.
She can choose from our selection. This is the earring that I want, and I want it in off-white, and I want it with Swarovski crystals or something. I don't know. They can be as specific as they want to. And also, we have been very successful for bridal parties.
Okay.
So the bride sends us the swatch of the
When
colors.
you cover a bridal party, though, I mean, who go? Do you go personally to a bridal party to do it, or do you set?
No, usually by email.
Okay.
Sometimes I have met with some of the brides.
Okay. But where do you meet them?
Mainly by, I'm sorry?
Where do you meet with them? At their home or?
Yeah, we coordinate maybe in one of the boutiques that carry
Oh,
our
I see.
line.
One of your boutique. Okay.
Yeah, because there's many boutiques that carry our line, or
Right.
Maybe in my own home. It all depends.
No,
We coordinate what is
sure,
the best way
Okay.
for us to meet. But mainly nowadays, the bride just sends us a picture, and they say, these are the color. This is the dress that the bridesmaids are going to be wearing. These are the colors of the wedding. I want something small for them, and then, or I want something big. We have made very gorgeous pieces for some bridal parties that they
Right.
want, let's say, a pendant, and they want very big, gorgeous earrings that would complement their outfit.
Yeah.
And they have been a really big hit in the weddings.
I'm sure they have.
Yeah.
Okay. And you've done business all over the world. I mean,
We
obviously.
mainly focus on the U.S.
Okay.
But we recently opened our website for international sales
Right.
because we did get some increase, some people that email us from France,
Wow.
Geneva.
Switzerland.
And there was another country that I can't remember right this second, but they wanted to get our line because usually hand-woven jewelry tends to be expensive, and we
Right.
have really good price point. So when they see the quality of our product, they see the mission behind our company.
Right.
And they love our designs. They wanted to buy it, but our website was limited only to ship to the U.S.
Okay.
But since 2 months ago, we opened it, and now anybody from all over the world, they can order in our website.
Do you give free shipping all over the world too? Or
For
just,
free shipping, we have a flat rate of $20.
Okay.
But for the U.S., it's free shipping. It
It's
doesn't
free
matter, the amount of your order.
Okay.
And it's a 2-day shipping. So if you're in Massachusetts, actually, you will get it next day. Or the most 2 days, because we use 2-day shipping.
Okay. Look, I know you sell earrings, and obviously you started with earrings. I want to know, do you ever have a situation where like teenage girls or whatever that want to like do body piercings and they want like nose rings, or even belly button rings or anything like that? I'm just wondering. I mean,
We have gotten requests,
You have it?
especially for men jewelry. That's
Okay.
that we have gotten requests. But as a small company, we have to, decide what we're gonna do now. And
Okay.
right now is earrings, necklaces, and bracelets. We're not experimenting yet with men jewelry or with body jewelry.
body piercings. Okay, it makes sense. All right. Why don't you talk about some of these? Let's describe each one of these necklaces in detail, and that you have brought here. You might as well, since that's what.
Sure.
you
No,
set 'em up.
that's no problem.
Go
So,
for it.
all these necklaces, as you can see, they're all woven. We try to combine different colors. This one is with pearls and with Swarovski crystals. Is deep red. We thought it would be a great piece now for the holidays.
Right.
Maybe for Christmas Day or for New Year's.
Right.
We do have a lot of bracelets as well. As you can see, you can stack them. We have different designs. Here we just brought a display, a small selection, I would say, of our full line.
Okay.
But if anybody goes to our website, www.esmeraldalambert.com, they can actually get, they can see our lookbook. They can see the picture of my sister.
Right.
She's gorgeous.
She is.
And we're going to be able to see our full fall and winter collection. And as I was mentioning, we have pendants. There we have a black and white pendant. This design has been very successful for us.
Here we go. Thanks, Matt.
This black design has been very successful. It's simple, it's elegant, but it's also unique.
Yep.
And with pearls, we wanted to do something different as well. So here we use pearls in this as well. Because many women want right now to use a pearl necklace, but they don't want the simple, just one string of pearls.
Right.
So we wanted to create some designs using pearls, but that would be unique.
Right.
So this necklace, we were able to create that. It sits right here, the necklace.
Right.
And this one is blue, white, and gold. So that's also a really good option for somebody that is looking for pearls, but in a unique way.
Yep.
Another necklace that we have, my husband actually loves this one, this deep green and gold necklace.
Sweet.
It's very simple, but it's very, very elegant. Here you can see it.
Yep.
And it has small studs. So, you know,
What does that do? Oh, is that part of the necklace too?
Yes, it's a set.
Okay.
The necklace and the earrings.
Okay.
But we have, I say our collection is very, has a lot of options. Because
Right.
sometimes you want to wear something, a big statement piece like this one.
Right,
You know,
like
I'm
yours,
just wearing
right.
a sweater.
Right.
You know, I'm just wearing a sweater, I'm wearing jeans, but I have this on, I feel gorgeous.
Sure.
So the whole idea of our jewelry is to look like when you wear stilettos, when a woman wears stilettos, she feels
You say stiletto like a shoe, like a high heel?
high-heel
Yeah.
shoe.
Okay.
You feel powerful, you feel gorgeous, you feel beautiful.
Yeah.
But after 30 minutes, you're in pain. You know, you feel like, oh my God, I wish I was wearing flats.
Okay.
You know, so
I never worn them, so I wouldn't know.
yeah, so that's what happened. So we wanted to have the look of stilettos in
Right.
jewelry, but with the feel of flats.
Okay.
So that's why we're making lightweight statement jewelry.
Okay.
So you can wear something like this. It's not heavy at all. It's super lightweight. But if you want something more, you want something unique but more simple, you're
Right.
going maybe to a business dinner, and you're wearing, let's say, a suit.
Yeah.
You can wear something like this.
Okay.
You know, very elegant, but not very elaborated, I would say. And then we have
I love the way
pieces.
the lights glimmer in them too.
Yes. Yeah.
That's awesome.
This is one of my favorite
Yeah?
necklaces as
Okay.
well. It takes a lot of time to make.
I'm sure it does.
This necklace takes about 2 days for an artisan
They have to
make.
blow the glass right? That's glass in the
Yeah,
in
it's
the ring, right?
Swarovski crystals.
Okay.
It's Swarovski crystals.
Sweet.
So, there's many different options. We also play a lot with mother of pearl.
Okay.
Here in this necklace, as you can see inside, in the middle, is actually mother of pearl.
Okay.
So what
exactly
do,
is a mother of pearl? I don't know what that is.
do you know where
I should know.
pearls are made?
Yeah, the oysters, right?
Yes.
Okay.
So the mother of pearl is the part of the oyster.
Oh,
inside.
okay, I see.
So we take that and we woven all around it, and in the center you have mother of pearl, and it has a very nice. It is white, but it has a very nice texture and feel to it.
Okay.
So it's very beautiful. So we
Yeah.
try to do different things that might be very attractive and unique for people, for our customers. So,
Yeah.
but in our website, anybody can see all the
Absolutely.
selections. But we are very proud of what we have done. Our artisans are very happy to be able to know that all their work is being sold in the U.S. They're able to provide for their families by doing this, and they're able to manage their own time, which is great.
Yeah.
You know.
That's awesome. Well, how many hours a day do you think your artisans spend putting this stuff together?
Well, it varies
Yeah,
because
I'm
some
sure.
of the artisans, have kids.
Yeah.
Some of the artisans are, married and
Right.
have husband and kids. Some other are
Single, and they have more time.
are divorced.
Oh, okay.
I don't think I have anybody that is single. They have all either
They'll have
are
boyfriend,
married
right,
or
or
divorced.
right.
But some of them spend, as little as 4 hours. Some of them spend 8 hours.
Wow.
But it all varies depending on the demand.
Right.
So, for example, for Christmas, we have a bigger, higher demand. So during the fall, they will work a lot more than maybe, it dies down in January. So that's why we're trying to get more boutiques on board so that we are able to keep all these women working and hopefully be able to create more jobs for other women.
Of course.
So that's the whole idea. We need to be able to create a steady income for all these women.
Yep.
So that's why I'm always out there trying to sell, trying to get more boutiques, trying to improve our website, putting our story out there. As I say, thank you for giving us the opportunity to tell our story
Oh, yeah, happy
in
to
your
do it,
show. But, it's a step by step. Now we have over 25 boutiques. Hopefully by the end of next year, we can have 100 boutiques. Who
Exactly.
knows?
Well, I mean, so all your boutiques are in Massachusetts?
Massachusetts, Rhode Island, and New Hampshire.
Okay, I understand. So eventually, do you want to have them all over the country?
Ideally, yes.
Okay.
That's what we
Of course,
want to
if you
have.
do, you're going to have to do a lot of traveling, though. Of course, I think you like
yes.
that, but
We have a sales rep for Massachusetts, but we are actually working right now into participating in a trade show in New York.
okay,
There is a show that is done twice a year,
Right.
and is where the majority of the boutiques go to decide what jewelry they're going to buy, they're going to carry in their boutiques. Of course, it's an expensive show, but we are getting our company ready to
Right.
participate next year.
Yep.
And with the exposure, hopefully with the exposure that we're going to get in the trade show, we're able to attract new boutiques all over the U.S. and who knows, maybe even international, because many boutique owners from overseas travel to New York for this trade show, to pick, to buy the products that are going to sell in their boutiques.
right, okay. Where have you, now speaking of traveling in the U.S., where have you actually gone in the U.S.? Where have you been, let's forget the U.S., not just the U.S., tell me where you've been, like, all over the world, where you might have done any selling of your jewelry.
Well, my jewelry, we have focused only in these 3 states that I'm
Okay.
able to travel myself and
Okay.
drive on my own. But in terms of personally, in the U.S., I've been in many different cities because, as I say, of my parents' business.
Right.
Of course, New York, New Jersey, Las Vegas,
Yeah.
Miami,
You've been all over those
Dallas.
places? Wow.
I've been in Pennsylvania. I don't know. I've been in many different states of the
Cool.
U.S. I started traveling with my father for work since I was 15.
Okay.
So also in other countries, like I've been to Italy. There was a trade show in Italy that we went to.
That's awesome. For jewelry?
No, that was with my father.
Okay.
For our company, it's Massachusetts, New Hampshire, Rhode Island, New York, New
Right.
Jersey, and then I travel, of course, to the Dominican Republic because there's where everything is made.
Right, okay, that's awesome, okay. Well, now, have you ever sold any jewelry to somebody like big celebrities, it's like in films?
Oh, we haven't. Well, we sold actually to a local celebrity. Oh, but her name skips my mind. She was the anchor, the news anchor for Channel 5, I think.
Heather Unruh?
Susan, what's her name?
Susan Warnick?
Yes, Susan.
Okay, she's very well known.
Yes,
Awesome.
she loved our jewelry. She bought
That's fantastic.
earrings, like very nice, big statement earrings. Definitely, she loved them. She loved the story. I met her a couple of times we participated in a fashion show that was. They were raising money for the Ellie Fund.
Okay.
For cancer awareness.
Right.
And we met there, and we also met. I saw her in Big Sister in a fashion show because I'm a big sister.
Right.
So I have a little sister.
Yep.
So
You
we
couldn't
met
be too
in-
much older than your younger sister.
My little sister.
When you say little sister, you're
left
talking
from
about...
Big Brother, Big Sister.
Oh, wait a minute.
So
but
they're
you-
from the organization.
But your sister, the model, it's
No,
not
she's
just...
my sister, my blood sister from Dominican.
Okay.
But here in the U.S., I'm part of the organization Big Brother, Big Sister.
Oh, I'll say. I
which
see
is
what
they
you're saying.
pair,
Right.
women with, with a little girl.
Little kid,
so
yeah.
you are basically her friend, and you try to, coach her and help her. I basically just have a really have a grown-up friend that you look up to,
Right.
somebody
That's awesome.
that, yeah, it's really good.
I know
and
that
they-
program. That's great that
Yeah.
you do it too.
Yeah, yeah. So I met with her every month.
Okay.
At the beginning, the first 3 months, we met every week.
Okay.
Then after 3 months, you meet every other week, and after 6 months, you meet every month.
Wow.
But it's a great program, and the girls that go into Big Sister, the Little Sisters,
Yeah.
they're more likely to actually go to college
Well, that's great.
than girls that are not part of that program. So, so I met
What's
Susan
their age
in one of
range?
the-
How old are they?
To be a little sister, you have to be between the ages of 7 and 17.
Oh, okay, 10-year range. Interesting.
Yeah, yeah. So, but
Well, how many little sisters do you have? Just one?
no, you get paired with one because it's a big commitment.
It is, yeah.
You're always like this.
Sure, sure.
And next week, my husband and I are meeting with my little sister and her sisters
Oh, okay.
for Christmas presents. So
Great.
every year we buy them Christmas presents, and they get so excited to. It's a very, very nice experience. We don't have any kids right now,
Right.
so it's a
Yeah,
great
it's
opportunity for
Yeah,
us
great
to
opportunity,
celebrate
and,
Christmas with.
It's also you fill the void. Plus, you learn
Yeah, it's
parenting
great.
skills that you'll need down the line eventually if you ever do have kids.
Yes, yes.
Well, getting back to Susan Warren, maybe have you ever been on? Is this the first TV show you've been on?
No, we actually participated in. I was interviewed in New York in
Okay.
show called Acceso Total. Is from Telemundo.
Okay.
And then also in Rhode Island.
Okay.
In
What do you know? What channel?
Rhode Island was
Either
in,
channel 6, 10, or 12.
Oh, it was in the Road Show.
Oh, the Road Show. That's on that's channel 10.
Yeah, in the Road Show.
Megan Mooney, right?
I'm
Blonde girl.
blonde girl.
That's
but
Megan
it's-
Mooney. She's a Facebook friend of mine.
Yes. So
I'd love to get her on my show.
she's great.
She is.
And
I don't think she's
there was
there anymore, but
another
you were
show
there, yep.
that
Okay.
interviewed me as well. It's called Lifestyle Magazine. Is a YouTube channel
Okay.
that they also interview me for Style Week because I participated in Style Week.
It might be cool to see. Remember, maybe you could get on Chronicle. That's on channel 5.
Oh, I would love to get on Chronicle. Yeah,
Well,
my mother-in-law always tells me like, oh, you gotta go into Chronicle to be able to tell your story. It would be great for your
Well,
company.
It would be. So I'm wondering. So that's Susan Warren at Station. Maybe she can give. Maybe do you still keep in touch with her?
No, I haven't kept. We just met a couple of times,
Just what
but
you-
I haven't. I don't have.
You went
her
to
contact
yeah, because I was
information.
going to say maybe she could arrange something, or maybe
Oh,
she
that
could.
would be great. That would be so great.
Could you contact her if you wanted to?
Hopefully, maybe I should.
Yeah, you should. I always like to give advice to my guests that could behoove them down the line.
Yes.
And I would definitely watch you on Chronicle. I mean, I'd like to think.
I would love to.
Right, and I like to think that that if somebody like Susan, who I'm friends with on Channel 5 is Heather Unruh. She's another anchor. She's she's like she does the evening news, and she actually got on Facebook, and I couldn't believe this. She was actually people have been criticizing the way she's dressed, and she really spotted off about it. Maybe you should look into trying to sell her some jewelry.
Oh yeah, that would be great.
Yeah.
I would love to see my jewelry on the
Right.
news anchors. I actually
Exactly.
was thinking about it the other day because in Channel 5 there was there are two ladies doing
Yeah.
the news, and they both had a blue dress.
Right.
So it was so funny, and it was because it was a similar color tone.
Yep.
So I guess clearly they didn't coordinate to go both of them with
Someone
a blue
like you
dress.
could
It
take
was-
care of that.
But I was like,
Right.
oh, if each of them had a different jewelry, like a nice necklace on, they would look, very
Much better,
different and
yeah.
more unique. My like.
One of those
I think
ladies
it would
might have been
enhance their look.
Yeah, it might have been Heather Unruh, right, that you were talking about.
Yeah,
Might have
probably.
been, yeah. Wow, because I watch Channel 5 sometimes, and I know she's an anchor, and then, well, I don't know who else, and then I don't know who else, but Susan Warren she's been there longer than anybody that
Yes,
I'm aware of.
definitely.
She's the
Yeah.
senior member. That's great. Well, so aside from selling jewelry, do you do any of your own commercials? This doesn't count as a commercial, but have you ever done one for your jewelry or for anything?
We do marketing for our
Okay.
jewelry, but it's mainly online
Right.
through Facebook, through Google, and also besides running my business, I do consult for my parents because, as I told you,
Still
I
a
work
bike
with,
store?
Yes, I consult. So now with technology, I'm able to work from my home, and like if I was working in their home office.
Right, wow.
In their office, actually, in the Dominican Republic. So I divide my time between Esmeralda Lambert, LLC,
Right.
and my parents' business. So that's why I have a full plate
Play
right now.
right now, yeah.
But I really enjoyed it. I'm happy to be able to help my parents with their business. I worked there full time for about 8, 9 years.
Wow.
So I know how the whole company runs.
How old were
So
you when you
it's
started
great.
working for your parents?
Full time, I started working when I was 18.
Oh, okay.
Part time when I was about 9.
Wow.
Because of the summers and the Christmas season, all the Christmas vacation.
You didn't
we
mind
worked.
working that young, being 9?
No, we didn't
Yeah.
mind at all. And actually, we were 5 kids, so we were all working.
Right, wow.
And a funny story is when my sister Paloma, the youngest one, the one that is now my model, when she was about 5 years old,
Yeah.
she was complaining because during the Christmas season, all of us go to work for my parents. But she
Okay.
was only 5 years old. She,
Right.
we're not going to take her to work.
Right.
But then she would see that all of us would put on our yellow shirt from, the company logo.
That's a nice color for a bike store.
Yeah, so it was a yellow shirt,
Yeah.
and we would go all to work. And she was like, why am I not going to work? She was 5, and my father said, do you want to go to work? And she said, yes.
Oh, she wanted to be
So
part of
then
it, yeah.
she wanted to be part of it, but of course, we didn't have a yellow
Sure,
T-shirt
it's small enough for her.
small
Yeah,
enough for her.
right.
So when she went to work, she's asking, where is her uniform? Why doesn't she have a uniform like everybody else? So we had to have made a
You had to make a small
tiny,
one.
a tiny T-shirt for my
That's
5-year-old sister, and she worked from every Christmas since she was 5 years old.
Wow.
She started working because that's what she learned, and we enjoyed it.
Yeah,
So
I'm
it
sure.
didn't feel like work. And I think that's great, that my parents were able to teach me that it's not painful to work,
No, it's
because
not.
we enjoyed it. We did it every summer,
Well, if you do it,
every
put it this
winter.
way: it's not painful if it's successful work.
Yeah, and if you like it, if you enjoy
Right.
it,
I mean, let's face it. If you're busting your hump for a minimum wage, that can be painful. Getting
Yeah.
up in the morning and the conditions are no good. But it sounds to me like your family is nothing like that. It sounds to me like it's a very nice environment to work.
Yeah, it is. It is a nice environment, but
plus,
I think
yeah.
the happiness in work
And the
doesn't-
family stuff too. It's great,
Yeah,
that
yeah.
you guys can get along so well. Because not all families do.
No, that's true. It's
Well-
definitely I think it's just the way my parents are. They're very open. They're very happy. They're very loving. They're very
Right.
giving, and they were able to create a nice environment for us to work in the store. And all the employees, they loved having us there. They loved having us help them.
Right.
But I think in terms of, it doesn't matter how much you make, if it's minimum wage or a lot of money. There's a lot of people that make tons of money that are not happy in their jobs. I think
Right.
if you find something that you like and you enjoy and you love, then that's great. You have to work on something you believe in and something that you care about, because that's the only way you're gonna do it right.
Exactly.
And the majority of time in your life, you actually spend it at work. So you need to make sure you work on something that you enjoy.
Yeah.
Because usually 8 or 10 hours of your day are working and about 7 are sleeping. So the majority of time is either, it's actually working.
Yeah, it's true.
Mm-hmm.
That's awesome. Well. So you're going to the Dominican Republic for Christmas?
For New
New
Year's,
Year's, okay.
yes, we're going for New
You're
Year's.
December 30th, you said.
Yeah, December 30th, and then January 11th, we have the photo shoot.
The photo shoot.
We have the photo shoot with the models, and actually January 10th, we have the photo shoot with the models, and about 2 days before that, we have a photo shoot, but for the jury, just the jury on a white background.
Oh, no models, just jewelry?
Yeah, because we need to for the
Is that going to be an
website.
indoor or an outdoor photo?
No, indoor. It's just because we need pictures of the
Right.
jury of, let's say, the necklace in white background so that we can put it on the website.
Awesome,
And then
okay.
people can see the detail, of the necklace, and then if they see it on white background, they can, tell.
Yeah.
How the
Okay, like
necklace is, for
you're
example.
talking about these racks you're going to use, right?
Yeah, these displays, these fixtures I use,
Okay.
to show the jury when I go to different
Okay.
places, events, or interviews.
Right.
But for the photo shoot, we don't use any of this.
Oh, you don't? Okay, right. That must. How long do you think the photo shoot will take again? About 2 days?
Usually it's about 2 days.
Okay.
Yeah, usually it's about 2 days. We do in studio
Okay.
for a day, and then lifestyle, which is like outside. We do the second days
Oh,
outside.
cool. Okay. Now, your sister lives in the Dominican Republic too, right?
Yes.
Okay, because I was going to say, if she wanted to come on here as a guest, I'd love to have her. But
Oh, that'd be great.
well, if she ever comes to the U.S. and she has some time, bring her over.
Oh, I would love to. I would
Sure,
love to.
sure,
I'm sure
sure.
she would like to.
Yeah. Okay. Well, now I want part of the experience of my interviewing other people is to hopefully get more guests. And I hope that you know people that want to, that if you had a good experience with me, that you
Yeah,
tell about,
definitely.
and then they'd want to, for whatever they do, modeling, acting,
Yeah.
music, whatever.
Yes, definitely. I'm definitely gonna make sure to keep you in the loop of.
Great.
I do know other entrepreneurs that maybe it would be a great opportunity for them to tell their story in your
Okay.
show. Definitely.
Do you have? I'm just wondering. Aside from the jewelry, do you do other? Do you do any acting, singing, dancing?
Oh no,
Nothing like
not,
that.
not at all, not
Did,
at all.
Did you ever, as a kid?
I did as a kid. I did work in a TV show when I was a
We'll
child.
talk about that real quick. We only got a few minutes, but let's wrap it up with that, and we'll get to.
When I was 7 years old until I was 14 years old, I worked in a live TV show. It was every Saturday from
Wow.
8 a.m. to noon. It was 4 hours.
That's awesome.
And we
But
actually.
what did you do? I mean, were you like the star of the show?
No, it was a group. It was
Okay.
about 8 of us.
Okay.
We like interview people.
Yeah.
We sang. We danced. It was very, very fun. And actually, I think in the 90s, probably 96, 97. I don't remember the year exactly, but we won an Emmy.
Congratulations.
Because of we did a special program.
Yeah.
UNICEF partnered with
Yeah, yeah.
Emmy and all the kids show around the world,
That's
and they did a
awesome.
special program, and the best show won, and
It was
we
yours.
won over the show that I was working at. We won the Emmy as the best children show in the world.
Well, that's great.
It
Well,
was a great
it
experience.
must have been. Well, I'll tell you something. If you ever, I mean, it sounds to me like that's something you could take with you to to other things, to a new level if you ever wanted to. Maybe you should do an infomercial. I mean that
That'd
way
be
you
great.
could, yeah. I mean, or even do a show. Just do something. Do like a talent show or something. Or you could. It sounds to me like you'd be great. You're great in front of the camera. I can see that here. And you got a nice voice. I know you don't sing, but you said you dance, right?
Well,
And you
yeah,
can
but
interview people too.
Oh no, that's definitely a
I
great
know.
idea.
I know your time is pretty pressed right now with this.
Right now with my
But maybe when you retire
my
from this,
journey-
if you ever do, that might be something to consider.
I definitely loved. I did also radio. I did radio
there you
for
go.
a few years, and I love radio even more than TV.
Oh yeah, you should get. Well, good. That's awesome.
So maybe in the future,
future,
I'll go
yeah.
back to radio.
Okay. So what are you going to do when you're coming back from the DR? Like right.
We're arriving mid January, like about the January 13.
Okay, so you're still going to
we're
be pretty
coming
cold
back.
when you come back here.
Yeah, it's definitely gonna be cold. So, but it's okay.
No, I
I'm
know.
used
You
to
don't-
it.
you
I
don't
go
mind.
to
You're-
Dominican very often, so I'm able to see my family, see their artisans. So I try to see everything as in positive way.
Would you ever consider going back to? You ever gone back to Babson and talk to some of the students there?
Oh, yes, definitely. I go to Babson very often.
Good.
I go usually every year to talk to the new class.
I'm sure they must be
tell
very
them
impressed
about
with what you've
know,
done.
Tell them about my experience.
Yep.
But I really love the environment at Babson. I
Yeah,
loved
sure.
how they helped me, and they're still helping me. My business is part of the Babson Accelerator program.
There you go.
So they give us mentoring and they guide us, and if we have any questions, either legal, marketing, or whatever, I can reach out to the people in the Accelerator program, and they
Wow,
help us out.
yeah. You must be a real good go. You must be a great go-to girl for Babson.
Well, I try to. You have to give back.
I know you do. Well, listen, Esmeralda, we're in the final minute of the show. I want to thank you for coming in. I hope you had a
Thank
great
you very
time.
much. I had a great time.
You wanna
Thank you
get-
so much for
and
the invitation.
And it's a little. You want to say hi? Just say hi to everybody that's going to see this, because a lot of people are.
Oh, thank you very much for watching this hour. I hope you enjoy my story, and then you're able to share the story and help us spread the word about our company. And don't forget to go to our website, esmeraldalambert.com.
Okay. All right. Have a good one. Thanks for watching. Happy Merry Christmas. Topic time. Harrison Young signing off.